Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Neytea podcast. Donde está el fucking chisme. So, for today's episode, it's gonna be a little bit different, and it's gonna just hit home, and it's gonna be very personal for me or for other people that are watching this. So, today we're gonna talk about abusive relationships and just everything, get into detailed and how I actually survived a abusive relationship. So before we start, I truly just want to say thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers and all the love I've been getting since episode 1 and episode 2 as well. If you haven't watched episode 2, I suggest go watch it. I do talk about toxic in-laws. You guys know that I can't even talk properly all the time. But I talk about toxic in-laws, and then I basically share crazy stories that you guys send me on my Instagram, and let me just say, the chisme is all there, you guys. So let's just go on with the video and let's talk about abusive relationships. I know I'm like all happy and cheery, but like this is actually a very serious topic. So basically, we're gonna start from the beginning, and this starts when I don't know if you watched episode 1. I told you guys that I actually ended up moving to Florida, and that was in 2019, by the way. So in 2019, I ended up moving to Florida. So when I got to Florida, let me tell you guys, it was like the best thing ever. I was like, yes. It felt like a dream come true because I've been wanting to like move to Florida. Like my destination is to be at Florida. So when I moved there, I was happy and everything. And like I said, my mom was providing money for me so I can rent out. But at the same time, I did have a job. So, and I'm expressing myself like that because like if I didn't like apply that job, I wouldn't even have met him. So I basically applied at Golden Corral. I was living in Tampa, Florida. So basically, it was this location in Temple Terrace. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but the place, I guess the town was called Temple Terrace. So when I got the job, and it was so crazy because I actually got the job like right away, and I was kind of like, yes, I like this is good because I still need money to survive out here. So I was kind of glad. I was like that I got the job right away. I had to go in the next day, and I did go in the next day. So everything was normal. Like I was training and everything, and I think it like a day in or 2 days in, I was basically a cashier. I was in the front. So I would greet people. I would take, what kind of drink do you guys want? I'll give them the silverware and stuff like that. And then I'll send them to the, where, they go eat. Keep in mind, if you like Golden Corral, basura. Golden Corral is nasty as fuck. I'm so sorry if you like Golden Corral. It's not my favorite. But basically, I like that I get off topic. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm like that. But basically, this day, I remember this day. I think he took the bus and he had a bike. But basically, he was waiting outside, and I was like, damn, I feel so bad because it's fucking hot as fuck out there. Let me tell you guys, I'm from Chicago, but not from Chicago, but like I'm from the suburbs. But like like here in Chicago, it's fucking, the weather's bipolar, and we are so used to like winter. So when I moved out there, it was like a big change for me in my body. It was so fucking hot and humid, especially in Tampa since it's closer to Miami. It was hot and humid as titties. My non-existent titties were sweating, you guys. That's how hot it was out there. But I felt bad, and I basically, he came in, he asked for water, and I'm like, I mean, I can give you like a Sprite or something. Because I know like people, they aren't allowed to like give them any sodas, but water is fine. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna give you Sprite. Don't worry about it. I paid for it. Yeah, ew. I hate talking about it because it makes me really uncomfortable. Like I've only talked about this once. I uploaded a video of talking about this situation, and then I regretted it so much, and I was like, fuck this. I'm not ready. Like I need to heal still. So I deleted it off my YouTube. But basically, it literally like gives me the goosebumps because I hate this so much. After that happened, he basically was applying for the job. I think I forgot to mention that he was there to apply for to work at Golden Corral. So basically, he got the job, and I didn't know in Tampa or in Florida they hire you on the spot sometimes, because here they don't really do that shit. But basically, he got the job a day like days in. I guess we started being really friendly, and oh my god, can I just off topic? Can I just talk about how horrible it was to literally work at Golden Corral? So there was this guy. He was so fucking annoying. I'm not saying I'm like the prettiest. I'm just saying he was fucking annoying, and I like it had to happen. So basically, when I was working at Golden Corral and I was being friends with the dude that abused me, there was also another dude who was trying to keep in mind. Let me just say, this dude had a baby mama that was his girlfriend, and he was out here being a hoe. He just letting me know that every time there's a new employee or something like that, that he's always trying to fuck them and shit like that. And honestly, he kept bugging me until I'm like, you need to stop. Like, you need to leave me alone. I'm sorry. So I did tell the manager, I'm like, look, he's being really inappropriate. I don't like his actions. I literally just got here. I don't need this shit. So he stopped, and he got booty hurt. Like, how you gonna get booty hurt when a girl is telling you to stop fucking harassing her and annoying her? I don't know. Guys are fucking stupid. I'm sorry, guys. If you're a guy, I'm sorry. We guys are stupid. But basically, it was horrible, and the girls were literally fake as fuck and mean. So basically at that Golden Corral, we were working there, and I guess his friend who lived at his mom's house, and the girlfriend, they also worked there. So basically, when we started working at Golden Corral, it was going good. We were being friendly. I don't know why the fuck I decided to like move stuff so quickly. And I regret that, because if I didn't tell him yes, I accept you asking me out, and then I would have like saved myself a whole fucking situation and a lot of trauma. But basically, we got friendly. We started like, I guess you can say, dating, and then we started hanging out more and more. And I saw the red flags, I'm gonna be honest, but I ignored them. I was that type of person. I basically wanted to I'm sorry. I basically wanted to heal guys in their trauma and put them back together and fix them. So the first flag about this guy was that he didn't. How do I explain this? Because I had my own place. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I really I know what he did to me was so fucking wrong in many fucking levels, but I really do wish him the best, and I don't want to be disrespectful, because I feel like at this point he was living his own trauma and his own horrible childhood, because the way he was living, I guess he didn't like his life. He wanted to move in with me. When he told me, hey, look, can I move in with you? I was kind of like, whoa, hold on. But at the same time, my stupid ass was like, oh, yeah, let me help you out. Because I guess I saw myself in him, because the way his mom was towards him. And I guess she will kick him out all the time as well. Because my mom, she did not only kick me out once when I was 14. She kept kicking me out from 14 years old to like 18 years old. So I saw myself in him, and I wanted to fix him and save him as well. And that was my biggest mistake ever, honestly, because I could have just left it alone, and I didn't. So basically, I brought him to the apartment, but at the same time, he didn't really stay there. He actually went back to his mom's house, and there was a situation where my mom didn't like this situation, and he started bringing me problems. So I ignored it, because like I said, I wanted to save this guy so bad. I saw myself in him so much that I wanted to fix him and save him. So I was like, no, I'm gonna do right by him. My stupid ass, honestly. And my mom didn't like that, so she was like, I'm gonna stop paying your rent. And I was like, it's okay, I'm working. I realized that before I was too fucking nice, and I entered my villain area, my selfish area, my era, not area, my selfish era. So, like I said, at some point, we were both kind of like, oh fuck, we don't have nowhere to go, and then I decided, I was like, you know what, I need somewhere to stay. So I personally, my mom, she obviously, you guys know me and her always fight, so we will always have disagreements, and then basically act good again when she was in bipolar. And I'm not trying to bash anyone with mental health, because I am diagnosed with bipolar. I did tell her that she has bipolar too, but she doesn't believe me. I know the symptoms when I see it. So, we had agreements, disagreements. We will be good in good terms again, and then bad terms. It was always like that our whole lives. So, when I got back to the apartment, I feel like I'm just gonna move forward. Basically, that's how I met him. I met him in Florida, and he was already causing me trouble in Florida. So when I decided to move back to Chicago, I wanted to bring him so bad. I don't know why the fuck. I feel bad. He said he didn't have nowhere to go, that he was trying to escape Florida, and like I said, I saw myself in him too much. And at this point, it wasn't like a relationship. It was me like trying to help somebody out, like, and I guess at the same time have a relationship. Okay, so we're gonna move forward to the day my brother got the tickets for both of us, which was the biggest mistake ever, and I really wish I would have listened to them. So we get to the airport. My sister picks us up. It was so fucking weird, honestly, you guys. And from there, my mom. We're gonna move a little bit forward, but my mom, she was moving to the she had it already. She was coming out from an apartment that the lease wasn't over yet, so she was like, hey, you guys can stay here while the lease finishes, and then whenever they go over there. Well, they already moved over there. Basically, sorry, you guys. I had a brain fart. So they moved over there to the condo already, and we were living in this apartment. So I had a lot of freedom. I was like, oh, wait, my own apartment, whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm gonna bring some people up because they actually have a big part of this story as well. So at this time, it was like a couple days in. My friend had messaged me because she knew I had my own place. Well, this empty apartment, I guess. Oh my god, my eye. So she messaged me and she told me about her situation, and when realizing right now, like thinking about it right now, I'm realizing that she was in the same position that I was in. She was trying to save this guy, fix him, be there with him through thick and thin. And back then I didn't realize that, but like I was just trying to be nice. I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to my mom. They both made an agreement. They both moved in after having an agreement with my mom. And because I wouldn't just be like, yeah, come in. No, I still had to tell my mom. So at this point, we're gonna move a little bit forward, and where we all settled in, we were moving in, whatever, blah blah blah. So during this whole time, they wouldn't know, but like he was so abusive. Like even when my mom, we brought him into the apartment and we were all still living there. Keep in mind, my rapist was living there with us as well. So we were sleeping in this small area near the kitchen, and he was already being abusive. Like I didn't tell my mom, but he was being abusive inside the home I brought him in, and was trying to help him out and everything. He in the bathroom, he would choke me. I'm not gonna go into details because I fucking hate bringing up memories like that. It's like I try so much to avoid my memories and block them, and it's a little bit hard still talking about it because it did affect my life so much. But he would choke me in the bathroom, and this tiny ass dude, because he was shorter than me, will abuse me, you guys. And he was also abusive towards my dogs, but he was one of those type of crazy weirdos that they could kill you, or they would threaten you with something. And so I allowed him to be abusive towards me. And then he will also, I literally will make him like scream at him and like make him stop. But he was so fucking crazy. But he would literally abuse my chihuahuas. So we had chihuahuas, and he would literally fucking choke them. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? From there, I knew I couldn't, like, I had to, like, either leave him or find out how we're gonna, like, leave this dude here and he can figure it out on his own. Because he was really abusive. He was fucking crazy, man. So moving forward, back to when we were living alone, and I had my old friend living there with her boyfriend as well, ex-boyfriend, or I don't know, there's still I don't fucking know, but we were in the bathroom, and he would always do that. When we were in the bathroom, he would take advantage and choke me, and I guess he was smart enough, you can say that, and he would do it in quiet, so my old friend couldn't hear, and it was honestly the most fucking disgusting thing. Like, now thinking about it, it makes me really fucking pissed that I put myself through that whole situation, and for what, you know? I could have left a long time ago. I could have been like, you need to fucking leave or call the cops, you know? Because there was a scenario where I know I'm going off topic, but I need to talk about this because there was so many stuff he would do. There was a scenario where me, him, and my mom were walking towards, we were gonna go somewhere, get something, you know, for someone. So we were walking, and I guess we all got mad at each other. She left, and I was left with him. He was acting crazy, you guys. He took out his pants and his shirt in the middle of the street. So after that, I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, it was literally the worst thing ever. I don't even want to count as a relationship. It really wasn't a relationship to me. So after like me telling him to put his fucking clothes on, he did. We started walking, and he started being really abusive. He started like hitting me when we were literally in the middle of the street when there was cars passing by, and a guy across saw that he was being fucking abusive as fuck, and he got mad. And I love guys like this. Like, I'm glad he saw that, and he did call the cops. He's like, you don't fucking do that to a woman. And it hurt my heart knowing it. I do get a little bit sentimental about this because, like, I put myself through this situation for what? Trying to save somebody who was in the same position as me in life. And he basically called the cops, and my stupid ass was like, oh no, he was not being abusive. But I was scared because he was threatening me with a lot of stuff. So I was like, fuck this man. And that night we went back home, you guys, to the apartment, and that's when everything happened. So this crazy ass dude, when he was choking me, being abusive, whatever, we came out of the bathroom, he decided to jump out of the fucking window from the living room. I mean, it wasn't that much of a height to, like, he wasn't gonna die or anything like that. But like, he could have just left with like a normal person and opened the door and left. But no, he decided to be extra, jump out the fucking window, and for what? Just for him to try to come back inside. And not, like, he was literally banging on the door, like kicking the door, which make no sense. Like, why would you put yourself in that situation? Jump out the window. Notice that you are gonna be locked out, and then try to come back and be a bitch and literally like kick the door, and like bang on the door. Like, at this point, I want everyone to know the only when everything happened this night, where I'm about to say right now, it was my old friend's ex-boyfriend there, me, and then my abusive ex-boyfriend. So basically, he witnessed everything, you guys, and he noticed when he jumped out the window, and he was there when which it was so crazy. Like, he just thinking about this made me realize that I really went through a lot in life. So the guy noticed everything. He's like, and when he noticed that he jumped out, he was banging on the door. He decided to call the cops, and he did call the cops. So at this point, the cops, like, we were so close to, it was like a nice, really neighborhood where the apartments were at, and the cops were like only like 5 minutes away. So the cops took it really seriously, and they came in with like dogs and like their lights, and like it was like a whole squad in there. I'm sorry, like talking about it looked like a movie, you know. I was like, holy shit, like what the fuck. So he tried to run, and I guess he tried to climb, or yeah, he tried to climb from the back window, which he wasn't even gonna do it because oh well, actually, yeah, the window was, you can go through the window as well. So yeah, because all I remember this night, he cut his foot because he broke the downstairs neighbor's window trying to climb up the back windows, our back window from the apartment. So, because there was windows in the front and then windows in the back, so he tried to do that, and that's when the dog, I guess, he bit him and tried to stop him. So yeah, that happened. He went to jail, and basically I made a report. I got a protection order against him. I just want to say that this is really, I know, like I personally moved on from this situation, and I forgave him, even though it was the most shittiest thing ever. But I did forgive him, and at some point, it was too hard for me, and I did wanted to take my own life. I was going through so much. Dealing with this was honestly really hard. Like I said, it made me really depressed and suicidal, and I would question myself. I was like I would question God as well. I was like, why am I going through so much in life? You know, why are you putting me in this? Well, I didn't realize before that I was putting myself in these situations. You know, so I would question him. I'm like, why is this happening to me? Why am I always getting bad luck and bad stuff happening to me? I know there's a lot of people who have survived abusive relationships, and I'm really glad that I got out of it. Okay, so I apologize that I was kind of all over the place and kind of like spacing out. I forgot to write everything down. That's like the whole thing why I started using the tablet laptop to basically just keep my stories more organized. So I do apologize, but like I was basically just saying that I know that there's a lot of people that went through abusive relationships and everything, and I know there's some people that are still in abusive relationships. I have like a couple of women that message me like, hey, thank you for speaking up, because I've talked about this in my story on Instagram, and they're like, one of them told me that they're actually still in the abusive relationship, and I know that it's so hard to basically move on sometimes, because sometimes a lot of stuff will be keeping you back, and making you stay with this abusive person. I want everyone to know that anyone can be abusive. It could be a woman, it could be a man. It doesn't have a gender, So basically, it makes me sad that there's a lot of men like this. And I wanted to share my story because I don't feel like a victim. I feel like a survivor, like going through this made me realize that I needed to find myself. I needed to love myself first, and not want to fix everyone and everything, that was damaged, because I was damaged. So I needed to find myself first, and I needed to fix myself first before anything. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, it made me the person I am now. It made me the strong fucking person I am. I'm a strong ass woman, and I know that for a fact, and I know I'm grateful that a lot of you guys see that as well. So thank you guys so much for the beautiful messages you guys send me. And yes, it did make me the strong woman I am now, because I feel like in life, it's a lot of, you're gonna go through so much shit in life. life is not going to be peaceful and butterflies all the time, you guys. So yes, we will go through shit. And I mean, like I said, you guys, if I went back and changed from meeting him, maybe I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be with the love of my life and the beautiful family I created, because everything has to happen for a reason, and everything does happen for a reason, you guys. So we meet people for a reason, I'm it makes me uncomfortable that I talked about it and I'm opening up old wounds. I'm glad I did, because a lot of you guys do have your own story. And if you have your own story, please speak up. Or if you're in an abusive relationship, please speak up and involve the cops. And because if he's threatening you, that's the only way you can get out. Call the cops. He's going to go to jail, get a protection order, I know there's crazy guys out there. I've heard, you guys, like, I don't know if you guys are into crime podcasts, but I've heard crazy stories about really crazy ex-boyfriends. And I know it sounds scary to come out of a relationship, abusive relationship, but the best thing I can give you guys, any advice, if you're watching this and you're stuck in an abusive relationship, you need to call the cops. I will literally put the hotline here in the screen, but if you're, please think about yourself, or if you guys have kids together, think about your kids, because sometimes guys tend to be abusive towards the woman, and then the kids, like, it moves on to that. So, and that's what happened with my ex-stepfather. He was abusive towards my mom, and then he moved to us and started hitting us. So I suggest involving the cops, getting a protection order, and from there, just, you have to kind of like figure out what you want. If you want to move, or you want to change, it's really up to you, because some guys can be crazy, you guys. I just really hope you guys are okay, and I'm sending you guys so much love and so much light, because coming out, being in a relationship and being threatened by your abuser is the most scariest thing ever, honestly, you guys. This is something like not to take lightly. It traumatizes you. Yesterday, I'm gonna talk about this topic, but here and then, since I was in an abusive relationship and I was abused by my brother as well, he would hit me. My man was gonna pass me a sponge so I can wash the dishes, and I flinched. I was like, oh, and I'm like, I was like, fuck. Like, I feel like he knows that I've been through shit, but I try to play it off because it makes me uncomfortable. Like, I don't want people to feel bad for me, It made me uncomfortable so I left it out. I'm like, oh, I thought you were gonna throw it at me. And he kind of just stayed quiet. And I didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it or anything about it like that. But like, I do flinch here and then. And it's not, and you guys don't think he's abusive, because he's not an abusive person. So no, he is not abusive, but it's the perks of coming out of abusive relationship or a abusive family, toxic household, So yes, here and then. I don't know if it happens to any of you guys that if you ever been in an abusive relationship or abusive household. We do flinch here and then. I feel like maybe because we're not fully healed, or I hope it doesn't stay with me all my life, It makes me sad that I did went through all this stuff and I'm out here flinching, and I feel like it's never going to leave me. All my trauma I've been through, it's never going to heal, and I want it to heal. I don't want to be this damaged person where I'm still flinching because I'm like, fuck. I guess you can say your body reacts quickly, like, because maybe it thinks it's in that situation again. And I really hope everyone and myself heals. If you guys ever went through a abusive relationship, please put the purple hearts. I think it's the purple hearts for abusive relationship, because for green is sexual assault. No, for sexual assault and rape is blue. I'll put the emoji here, but I want to know if you're comfortable enough with sharing your story. comment below. I really want to know if you guys have been through the same situation that I've been through. I really wish him the best. Like, it doesn't excuse what he did to me, but I hope he's healing and he has a better life, and I hope he finds someone, and I hope that he's not abusive anymore. But now I reflect on it and I wish him the best. I really wish him the best, and God bless him and God bless his family. Do I regret meeting him? Yeah, I mean, we can't do anything, but he was a lesson, In life, we're gonna meet people either for a blessing or for a lesson, and he was a lesson, So I'm gonna stop the video here. I know it wasn't that long, and I don't really want it to be that long either, but when I'm ready, like I said, I'll come back to this topic, and I will, promise. I really fucking will. So I really hope you guys enjoy this new episode of this podcast, of the Neytea podcast. You guys, I'm really excited for this project. This is our project, bestie. You guys have been here from the jump. So this is our fucking project, and I fucking love that I made this podcast, because I can finally take out everything that I've been bottling up for so long and express myself. And I love that, because I feel like I have more freedom now. I'm more happy. I'm more at peace. So I really hope you guys enjoy this new episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode. I really hope you guys enjoy this. Give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you are a survivor as well, and subscribe to my podcast, you guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.